Hello Internet, and welcome to Space Haven. I found out about this game maybe 3 days ago before it launched, and I knew then that I had to get in here and I had to play it. I just love the way that this game looks, and it's a mixture of like RimWorld and a few other management games like Prison Architect and things like that, just in space, and you get to build your own spaceship. And here, this is a specific scenario, but right now we're starting on like a little mining colony, and our whole goal is to build our spaceship. So this is like after the tutorial. I wanted to get through that so I knew how to play the game, so hopefully it wouldn't be, too tedious to get up and running. So I have played on this just a little bit. I haven't done anything with these guys, but what I did do is I actually already sketched out what our ship is going to look like. Obviously, we have like an engine bay, like a cargo bay kind of area, and we're going to start with just, a square, and we're going to work our way eventually to all of this. I don't think it's going to take too long. I haven't had too much trouble when I tested it out before and built it up. I built a different version other than this one, so we should be fine. So let's go ahead and put down our hull, and we can just activate this sketch. If for those that don't know, so you can come in, you can just sketch out what you want, and it'll automatically do that for you, and then you can activate that sketch whenever you're ready or you have the resources, so you can really plan out your ship. Now, something that I would like to see later on down the road is the ability to kind of, like name rooms or something like that, because right now everything is like conceptually in my head, and I would really like to be able to mark off areas or something like that. And maybe I haven't gotten too far, and maybe it's asking too much, but I kind of want a bigger area for a ship. I don't know, I just want like this massive ship. Like, this is pretty big, but I want huge. So I don't know if they're going to add that later or not, but we'll see. So let's just get in here, activate this sketch real quick. So we'll start up here. All right, and that will activate our guys over here. So we have insufficient resources, and that's for over here. So our pilots will get the message. We'll speed things up a little bit, and they'll take these pods out right here to go and start building our new spaceship. So we'll come back to this once they're done. Alright, so our guys and gals have just completed our square ship. It looks very, very rough right now, but it's a beginning to an end, So we need to build an airlock for our spaceship. I'm really glad that they have these up here. These can be turned off, of course. So we need an airlock, and this needs to get flipped. So we can just place this, I'm thinking, for right now, right there. Okay, so it's going to come up and tell you that building's not possible a lot of the time, but the majority of the time it's fine. They just have to transfer everything over. So something that we are going to have to do is we're going to have to send our people out on little missions to come out here and mine these resources, and that's because if you come down here, we can, we have a recycler right here, and we can turn scrap and stuff like that into actual usable materials that we'll need to build the ship. So like here we have, steel plates. I don't think we can do, the water purifier. This one's continuous, constantly getting that. We have a fabrics machine, our micro weaver, that's what it's called. And I believe that's for clothing later on down the road. I haven't used it too much. So we have, we have an assembler right here, which is for soft blocks, hull blocks, and infra blocks. So we're going to need to use all those later. I love that they come out here and just like put all the stuff in space. It's like, we're going to need this later. So something that I have noticed compared to like RimWorld or Prison Architect is that our people, they don't level up their skills yet, at least from what I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's something else that I'd like to see, is to be able to get really, really proficient people. I think that would be great. Or to have them get certain traits after a while. Maybe they have a traumatic experience or something like that, and they get negatives from that as well. I think that would be really, really great. All right, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I fast forwarded a little bit because why are we going to watch them sleep? And they're all waking up. They're going to get breakfast, and then they're going to start the day, which will include to building our airlock over here. So we'll fast forward through that, and then we'll get our team moving out to get all of these resources. And then at some point, we're going to arm our people, draft them, and then actually have them come over here. We'll explore this ship and tear down pretty much anything that we find useful. Now, these are really cool. In the playthrough that I did, I was able to find a ship that actually had people in like cryostasis, and I thought that was really cool and an interesting way to get more crew for your ship, so you can eventually expand into the mass that we want. So we're gonna need a lot of crew. We haven't had the chance to partake in any combat yet, so I'm excited for that. So we'll have to see how that goes. And we haven't done any trading either. I've had a few ships in my last playthrough come and just hang out, but we haven't had a functioning operations center, which is what you'll need in order to actually communicate with people, or communicate with other ships. So I'm excited to see how that'll work too. And I don't know if there are any aliens yet. So again, just something else to look forward to. All right, so we have our airlock. Clearly it has no power. We need to build some small or large storage on our ship, so we can start moving things over eventually. And I think that'd be really good once we get oxygen going and things like that, and temperature control. So what we have here is pretty much we need to build new storage for our new ship, so we can start to move things over from the mining base into our ship and make things just easier when it comes to building. So we're going to go ahead and get them started on that right now. So we will build them one storage. I think there might be room for two here. We'll build two. All right, so now they're going to go back and forth, get all the stuff. You'd think that we'd want to build oxygen first, but no, it's telling us to build storage. So once we get around to that, we'll move everything over and it'll be fine. Okay, so now it wants us to build a tools facility. All of our people are going to need tools in order to get the job done, of course. So you just come down here to resources and you have tool facility. And what is that? I wish I could come up here and highlight things just to see what they are, but we can go ahead and plop that down. And what will it need? So it's going to need, again, I wish it would highlight what these are so I could see what it's missing. So something else that I've noticed, and I understand that this game is in early access and all these things are bound to change, but the majority of this game I'm actually able to just kind of speed through it. Like I can give them their tasks and then set it to the fastest setting and just let it go. And I don't really have much management that I have to do. I mean, I am playing, I believe, on medium, so brutal might definitely give me more of a challenge, or might make it harder for me. I'm not sure. Okay, so now we need to build a power generator so we can get some power on our ship, which would incidentally be underneath power. So we're just going to build a small power generator. I mean, the large one does give more power, but for right now, I kind of wish the large power generator covered more area, but for right now we will place this right up against the wall here. Probably about to be bedtime, and oh, we have some other resources out here too. We want to get all the resources. All right, and that's it for day two. Yeah, we're on day 3. That was it for day 2. All right, day 3, dawn of a new day. They're gonna get their breakfast, enjoy some music at the jukebox here. We'll have to build one on the new ship, so they're happy. What I am wondering, though, is are we going to be able to pretty much decommission this whole station? I'm not sure. Alright, so they're going to come over here, supply everything we need for the power generator. They're trying to make tools right now, but that's not going to work. All right, and with that, our power generator is done. We can connect our tools. Maybe? We should be able to. Oh no, it's automatically powered. And we're not going to be able to touch this just yet. So what we need to build is an in-floor power module. I wish I could put it right there, but I can't. But this will still power everything. So we can link these up and they'll provide power to the other modules as well.